it's your girl Joanna and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I got this full drugstore makeup look. Normally I don't do this, but I was going for something that's a little bit more matte. I do normally have dry skin, but of course I'm going to moisturize first, and all the products that I am using, it doesn't feel like it's drying out my skin. Just wanted to let you guys know that, just in case you guys were wondering what my skin type was. But yeah, I really wanted to go for kind of a all matte, even with the eyeshadows, nothing super glittery or shimmery or anything like that, aside from the highlight, of course. The highlight is even pretty subtle itself. It looks like it blends in with the skin. It's nothing too sparkly or in your face. So that's what I really wanted to do for this like fall makeup look. I also did like this soft brown smoky liner, and normally I don't do wing liner, but I really loved how this came out. I feel like it's definitely a lot more wearable, especially for those who, like me, who don't like to use eyeliner itself. Like, I don't like to use black wing liner. I don't do that often. For some looks I do feel like it needs it, but for the most part I don't do that. Stay tuned towards the end because I'm also going to show you guys my casual outfit for the day. Wanted to give you guys a whole entire look. So yeah, if you guys want to know how I achieved this look right here, then keep on watching. So I'm starting off using two primers from e.l.f. Cosmetics. The first one is the Blurring Primer Serum and the second is the Poreless Putty Primer. This is my first time actually using the Blurring Primer, and I'm just taking a couple of drops and applying this all over my face. And then with the Poreless Putty Primer, I'm just applying this only to the T-zone area of my face, which is only targeting like the enlarged pores around like my nose and my cheeks and stuff. For foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match in the shade Natural Beige. This has been my current go-to foundation just because it matches my skin tone perfectly, and I'm using the Real Technique sponge to apply this all over my face. I've really been sleeping on this foundation because it's definitely been out for a long time, but I just love how it sits on the skin, and I'm only using one layer of this. And as you guys can see, it does have a nice full coverage. I've really been obsessing over the e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is my top choice for a full coverage concealer from the drugstore. It blends out very nicely and it looks good on the skin, and it also doesn't crease as much compared to a lot of like full coverage concealers that I've tried. I do have to say the shade range is a little bit weird. I mean, they have a good amount of shades for this concealer, but like, this is in the shade Medium Sand, and it's a lot lighter than I thought it would be compared to like the swatches. But overall, I still really like this concealer. To set my face, I'm using an oldie but a goodie, the Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder in the shade Sandstorm. And I'm just applying this all over my face in kind of like soft dabbing motions instead of just like sweeping it across, because I don't want to move my foundation, so that's why I'm patting it in. To contour, I'm using the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade Sun Kiss, and I'm using this kind of like dense dome round brush. And as you guys can see, I'm going in like little circular motions moving upwards, but I am making sure I'm using a light hand because I don't want to go in too strong and it looks like I have a streak randomly on my face. But yeah, this is a really good bronzer just because I like how it has a slight gray undertone, and I feel like that gives it a more natural look. I applied this on top of my forehead and kind of connect it towards to my cheeks. That way it looks like it flows all together, while also applying this onto the jawline. To add some color to the face, I'm using the Pixie Beauty Summer Glow palette in the shade Suntan. I'm going for a slight corally, bronzy-ish kind of look, so I'm applying this to the apples of my cheeks, and then kind of whatever is left on the brush, I'm dabbing it all across my nose just because that's where you kind of naturally blush.
Using the same Pixie palette, I'm going to take the shade Sunshine and Sun Kiss to highlight. I'm mixing these two just because I didn't want anything too golden. And I'm applying it using the e.l.f. Cosmetics highlight brush. And I'm just kind of sweeping this also across the temples of my forehead as well. And then with my fingers, I just use this to highlight my nose. Moving on to the eyes, I'm using the Milani Most Loved Mattes palette in the shade Toast of the Town. And I'm applying this right onto the outer corner of my eyes and kind of just packing it in very lightly, and then moving my hand to the end of the brush to give it a more light touch. I'm just feathering it out, making it. Not really sure what the exact name of the brush is, but this brush is from Japanese that you can get from Target. But yeah, I'm also going to apply the shade right into my crease, just really focusing it into my crease and trying not to get it all over the lid. Next, I'm using the shade My Daily Latte in Your Peach, and I'm mixing the two together, and I'm applying this to the center of my eyes and moving it towards the inner corners, and I'm just basically making a super soft cut crease. To brighten it up just a bit more, I'm using the shade Fancy Vanilla, and I'm applying it to the exact same area, which is the center of my eyes and inner corner. Taking this slightly fluffy angled brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics and taking the shade Chocolate is Life, and I'm beginning my wing liner starting at the outer corners and just winging it out just little by little, and I'm gonna make it a little bit more precise using the Morphe E11 brush just to clean it up a tiny bit. Make sure to bring the brown eyeshadow all across the eyes, which is why the Morphe E11 brush will help with that. And then I'm finishing under the eyes using the shade Toast of the Town. I did also deepen the outer bottom corners of my eyes just halfway through using Chocolate is Life. Next, I am applying just a light coat of mascara. You can use whatever mascara you like. I'm using the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, and this is just to prep for false lashes. In here, I'm using the Ardell 3D Faux Mink lashes, just applying with Duo Glue. And the last step for the eyes, I'm using the same highlight onto the inner corner of my eyes and under my brow. For lips, I use two products, which is the NYX Cosmetics Lingerie Push-Up in Lace Detail and the Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. I didn't like the first shade, so I kind of covered London, which actually worked out pretty well. And this is the final result, a really soft matte fall look. For my outfit, I'm keeping it pretty casual. I have this crop top turtleneck from Pretty Little Thing, and for my purse, I have this fanny pack. It's actually a fanny pack from Aldo, which has like snakeskin. For my bottoms, I'm wearing these black ripped boyfriend jeans from Target. They're honestly one of my favorite jeans ever. And then for my shoes, I have these snakeskin booties from Pretty Little Thing. And there you guys have it, a complete fall look. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this style video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!